Can soon study the cannabis industry at Scottsdale Community College.
Yeah, college courses begin this fall. Anita is joining us live this morning with more information on this program. Good morning, Anita.
Good morning. So Prop 207 passed back in 2020, and as it stands, last year the marijuana industry brought in $1.4 billion in the state of Arizona. This is Dr. Bobra Crockett, and you put all this together. You came up with the idea a couple of years ago.
Yes, we were anticipating that Prop 207 was going to pass, so we wanted to be proactive. We were also talking about workforce development programs where students can get into the workforce more quickly if they choose not to transfer to a four-year university. And we were looking at different industries, and we noticed that no one had done cannabis in the state of Arizona. So we were the first public institution of higher ed to offer cannabis curriculum.
And those were non-credit, but now what you're doing is you're offering a certificate. You can actually get credit, college credit, and you get a certificate in cannabis.
Correct.
Sales.
Yes, so we wanted to make sure that we had a more in-depth program. The non-credit program is just one class for anyone who might be interested. But once you are interested or want to working in the industry, we wanted more in-depth classes. So there's 4 classes to the certificate, and we have dispensary owners and cannabis businesses sending their employees to us to train them. And it was time that we legitimized this industry.
What are some of the things that you talk about? Because we're looking at some slides now. We're talking about management, administration, agriculture. You said that there's so much from seed to
sale.
Seed to sale.
Right. So you have growing, you have extraction, you have lab testing, manufacturing, product development, and then you go into the retail side of it. And there's also ancillary industries, packaging, design, advertising. Everything's different in the cannabis industry because of the legal and regulatory environment.
And it's so important to be on top of it because you mentioned it literally changes every single day.
It literally changes every day. It's the first thing I do is like, what's new in cannabis land, and we adjust our curriculum. And we work with industry partners, so marijuana industry, trade association, lawyers, accountants, dispensary owners. We went to them and said, what do you want the students to learn? So they were very instrumental.
So once they take these courses, they get their certificate. What can they do with that certificate?
Well, they can work in the various industry areas, and if they are interested in becoming a dispensary owner, we do recommend some higher level classes such as accounting, but it just provides great training for them to get into the workforce.
And one thing that you mentioned was that there are all sorts of people who take these courses.
Yes, that's true. We have people who've earned their MBA coming to us because they're thinking about getting into the industry. And then we have some students who are just first college class is a cannabis class. And their parents were very happy.
Finally, they're going to school. Okay, so registration for fall courses, because you can't come now, is open. So you can do that. We'll have a link on our website, fox10phoenix.com, with everything that you need to know. But $1.4 billion last year, and I would imagine it's on track to make more than that this year. And it is an industry. I mean, if you walk into any of the dispensaries, you know, there's so many different jobs and different positions, like the doctor was saying, that a lot of people are really interested in this now.